everyone. Now to our health spotlight. The CDC is releasing guidelines about how schools could or should reopen this fall. And News 8's medical reporter, Dr. Mary Gillis, here to break this down, something that I know a lot of teachers and parents have been eager to hear from the CDC.
So yes, we are Memorial Day weekend. We're at the unofficial start of summer and we're already talking about school. But a couple weeks ago, this was leaked by the Associated Press. But now we have the official guidelines, the document from the organization. So this morning we're going to go over sort of the umbrella terms, but there are specifics, a couple of specifics, but this is a long document. We'll go through midday, 5 and 6, the rest of them. So really,
the main message from the CDC.
The main message, okay, so we have what you can do we know that the longer you're in contact with someone and the people that you interact with, you're at a higher risk of an infection or spreading the COVID-19.
Right.
So for classrooms, what's considered lowest risk? Well, virtual classrooms. That's what the CDC is recommending, the lowest risk, right? We want the lowest risk possible of infecting or spreading the coronavirus.
So as in for starting school in the fall, the CDC says having virtual classes would be fantastic.
What we've been doing right now, virtual classrooms, virtual activities, virtual events. More risk, you notice they don't say moderate risk, there's no in between.
Gotcha.
More risk is something like we only go with one teacher, we have limited classroom size, of course we social distance, we do not share items, we do not share toys, we do not go on the playground, and we, oh gosh, what was that last thing that was really important? I'm gonna make sure I get that right. And then we have staggered lunch. We have staggered lunch or even staggered classrooms where kids come in one day or kids come in different times. And then also we have, gosh, I want to make sure I get this right.
Well, as I'm trying to wrap my mind around this, imagine for like a third grade class, right? They have one teacher the whole time. This is something sustainable. But for like a high school student who goes to 6 or 7 classes during the day, that is much higher risk is what they're saying.
Great point. How can we stay with one teacher if we have a history teacher, a math teacher, or this and that? And highest risk is we make no changes. And I don't think, I mean, the CDC, of course, doesn't want that. But the CDC cannot enforce these guidelines. They cannot enforce these guidelines. It's up to state and local officials to see whether they can have the resources or whether they decide to do this and move forward with it or not.
So they categorize it, and then our local school districts and leaders will then say, okay, given what the CDC has given us, we'll move on from here.
Right, exactly.
A lot more to unpack throughout the day.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much, Mary, for coming in. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right, time now 8:42. Randy, over to you.